morning students and a warm welcome to the students of Srimati R.S. Kalaria Primary School English Medium Junagadh. My name is Nakshi Lakhani and today we are going to start with the next topic of the social that is named as the Supreme Court. This chapter is related to the civics topic. Now this Supreme Court, before starting this topic, let me tell you about a law. Law is needed, law is required for not only a country but each and every citizen to live properly, and we can say that to live a peaceful life there is a need of a law. If there will be no law, anybody can do anything to any of the person. So here it is being said that to have a proper life, to have a prosperous living in a particular nation, to maintain the peace in the particular nation, the government should have to make a law. Now here the chapter starts with law is required for the safety and welfare of the people. When any citizen or institution breaks any law, a specific process is followed to address an issue. Now here in our particular government, our country is known as a democratic government where for the people, by the people and to the people. Before the independence, when the Britishers were ruling in our country India, during that time we the people were not on the focus, but when we got independence from the hands of the Britishers, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel along with many of the prominent leaders just encouraged the people to support the Indian Union with the surety that people are going to be foremost on the particular center of the government, and every 5 years the Indians are getting a chance to just elect and select our own wished government, and because of that only we are considered to be the superior one. We are considered to be the focused part in running the government. Now here there are the three organs of the government, that is legislative that makes the law, executive that executes the law, and judiciary which just give the punishment to the offenders, the criminals who are breaking rules and regulations which is being made by the government. As we are enjoying different rights which is being given by the government, it is our foremost duty to follow rules and regulations which is being made by the government. So if we are not following the rules and regulations, we are considered to be the criminals. Now here our India government, the judiciary is being divided into 4 parts. Taluka court at taluka level, district court at district level, high court at state level, and supreme court, that is the superior one. And after the independence on 28th, we got independence on 15th August 1947. Later on, for 2 years, 11 months and 18 days we work out to form our constitution. On 26th January 1950, we started working on our constitution. Later on, after 2 days only, that was on 28th January 1950, we just work out to form our Supreme Court. So here our Supreme Court, India's Supreme Court is being situated in Delhi. Now here the judiciary is one of the important organ of the government, and it is working out without doing any partiality. Always it is kept away as the three organs, that is legislative, executive and judiciary. Legislative and executive are working together while judiciary is always kept away working from the legislative and executive, because legislative and executive comprises of the many of the powerful infusional person, and if they are going to work out, this judiciary is going to be pressurized to work out and to give a particular we can say a particular decision in the favor of the powerful people. So here Supreme Court plays a very vital role for just running the particular government. So here Supreme, we are going to now study about the next topic, that is the Supreme Court. Now here what is the role of the Supreme Court? Supreme Court is a court which is considered to be the highest court among all the courts, that is Taluka, district, this High Court and the Supreme Court. Now already I said you that after the independence and after the republic, when we started working on the constitution, after 2 days only there was the existence of the Supreme Court. That was on 28th January 1950. Now citizen, I, whosoever is a part of India and the Indian government, we the citizen have the right to just appeal or file directly in the Supreme Court. When we are from the small kid to the old age people, each and every person is getting the fundamental rights by the Indian Constitution, as we are having the democracy in our country India. Many a time we observe, and if we are just going to know and we are observing that our fundamental rights we are not getting from the government, then we have got that much right to just have a petition, a case against the government also in the Supreme Court. So here the point is like that way, any citizen or institution can file a petition in the Supreme Court to have justice in the view of public interest, to have the benefit, to have the welfare of the people, and that is known as PIL, that is public interest litigation. Now here Supreme Court, already I have said you that legislative and executive is always working apart from the judiciary. Judiciary is considered to be the independent working part of the Indian government, and the reason behind that is, if any of the powerful person is breaking rules and regulations, judiciary has got that much authority to just interrupt in the constitution, and this particular judiciary, Supreme Court, has got a right to advise the president and the parliament in the same regard. If the citizen is just having the PIL, that is public interest litigation, the judiciary, the Supreme Court has got that much right to advise the president, who is the pillar to run our government. Now here it solves most probably the disputes between the citizen and the government, between the two states and between the center and the state. Now let me say you one of the decision which is being taken by the Supreme Court. Now once there was the Narmada Dam, which is providing a water supply to the 4 states of our country India. Now the Navagam was the part of Gujarat, was just having a particular increase, the expansion of the Narmada Dam above 110 kilometers. So this particular, the Madhya Pradesh started opposing, the environmental organization and NGO just opposed this extension of the water level of Narmada Canal. Now this particular case was filed in the Supreme Court between the 2 states, that was Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. Gujarat want to extend the particular level, water level of the Narmada Dam, while Madhya Pradesh was opposing not to just expand the water level of the Narmada Dam, and the reason behind that was the particular place where they want to construct and expand the water level of Narmada Dam, the tribal people were living, and if that is going to be expanded, tribal people are going to have the loss of their property, their living lifestyle. So on 8th March 2006, this particular matter was being solved in the Supreme Court. Now what was the judgment? What was the verdict of this Supreme Court? Now Supreme Court the judge of the Supreme Court just addressed that as there is the increase of the population day by day, there is a need for the expansion of the water level, because if there will be the expansion, the extension of the particular dam, surely the people who are getting the water supply, they are going to get the benefit. As the population is increasing, there will be more and more demand for the water, for the drinking water, and that is going to to just benefit the particular desert area of Rajasthan, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh, and this was the decision given by the Supreme Court that the extension of the water level in the Narmada Canal or Narmada Dam can be done, but with this particular extension, the particular state should provide a habitat, a living facility for the people, for the tribal who are just losing their particular property during this particular extension of the Narmada Canal or the Narmada Dam. So here, with a very proper decision, this Supreme Court has just handled the two states, that was Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. Now here, just imagine a land which belongs to you being captured by one of the powerful person. When you are moving towards the court to have that particular judgment, that powerful person has that much authority that he or she can change or transfer the particular judge. Now what you are going to do, that if a powerful person, an infusional person is going to utilize to just misuse his or her power, and because of that only the question the solution for the question is that why is judiciary independent? Now here, if powerful infusional person can control the judiciary, always I am saying the judiciary is always working out away from the legislative and executive, and the reason behind that is legislative is comprises of many infusional and powerful person, while the executive is having the same thing. This powerful person are consisting in this particular executive also, and because of that only judiciary is always kept away from the particular part of legislative and executive. So here, if powerful infusional person can control the judiciary, there would be no impartial, we can say the judgment, people can control the judiciary, there would be no impartial judgment. So here it is being observed that most probably if the powerful person is just using his power to change the judge, then if the judiciary is working together with legislative and executive, surely there will be always the particular judgment towards the powerful person. Because of that only judiciary is kept away from the working of legislative and executive, and that is why judiciary is kept independent from the legislative and executive once the judge is being decided in the High Court and Supreme Court. Whoso powerful person is there, with the use of the power, he or she cannot change the judge after being decided by the High Court and the Supreme Court. Now, here the last topic, can any citizen appeal in the court? The answer is yes. Always me, I, you, whosoever want to just have a particular appeal for fighting to have our fundamental rights. We the Indians, as India is a democratic country where by the people, to the people, for the people, and we are on the foremost. Every 5 years the government is giving us the chance to elect or select our own government with the voting system, with the election. After 18 years or at the 18 years we are having that particular right to select or elect our own government. So here we have learned that any citizen can appeal in the court, but actually the real fact, the real thing is that the poor people who are earning every day daily wages, they are not able, if their fundamentals, they are not getting their fundamental rights, but then also they are not moving towards these particular court, taluka, district, high or Supreme Court. And the reason behind that was always the reason behind actually along with the filing a petition, filing a case in a particular court, the lots of money is needed. Along with the lots of money, there is a time needed to go and solve our particular case. And because of that only, many of the poor people, they are knowing that they are not getting their fundamental rights, but as due to the lack of time and money, they are not moving towards the court to fight against the government. Now here, the solution for the poor people also, for a poor person who is illiterate, who are not educated and incurring irregular income, it becomes really tough to go to the court. Now keeping this fact in mind, the Supreme Court announced the provision of PIL, that is Public Interest Litigation, in the year 1920. If any fundamental rights are being violated, then a citizen can appeal straight in the High Court and the Supreme Court. So here it is being observed that many a time, if we are thinking that are fundamental for the poor people who are not getting, many a time they are earning 300 rupees a day, many a time they are not getting the particular work and they don't earn the money. So it is very difficult for the poor people to move towards the particular courts to fight for their fundamental rights. So here the solution for the Supreme Court, that if a single person is moving for a group of the people, then the court is going to listen to the particular advice of the poor people also, and because of that only they have established the PIL, that is Public Interest Litigation. So whosoever whose fundamental rights are being snatched away and they are not getting from the part of the government, judiciary is always working out for the proper working and proper rights to be given to each and every person, whether or whosoever, poor to rich, rich to poor, from other, we can say any of the caste people who are the part of the Indian government are getting always the right. So here we are ending with our topic. Let us have a short recap of the chapter which we have studied. Now already we have studied with the particular courts. Why is that? Before the independence, when the Britishers were in our country India, we, the people of India, was not getting the right to speak in front of the government. We were under the pressure of the British rule. But after the independence on 15th August 1947, we, the people, got the surety from the Indian leaders that if you are going to support the Indian Union, surely you will be on the center part, on the center position in the Indian Constitution, and because of that only, every 5 years we are getting a chance from the government to select or elect our own constitution. So here, by this way, on 26 January 1950, we started working on the constitution. After 2 days only, we established the particular Supreme Court, that is on 28 January 1950. Now the courts are being divided into 4 parts: Taluka Court, District Court, High Court and the Supreme Court. Our Supreme Court is being situated in Delhi. Now here the Supreme Court work is to solve the disputes between the citizen and the government, between the two states and the state and the center. They are always working out for more and more, just working out for the benefit of the people. Now whosoever you can go to the Supreme Court if we are not getting our fundamental rights. Again, always, as there are the 3 organs of the government, that is legislative, executive and judiciary. Among these 3 organs, legislative and executive is working together. Judiciary is always kept away from and being kept away only independent, and the reason behind that is this legislative and executive comprises of many of the powerful person. If this judiciary is going to work with legislative and executive, then surely there will be partiality in the judgment, and because of that only this particular judiciary is always working away from the legislative and executive. Apart from that, we have studied about how a citizen can appeal in the court. Yes, but many a time the poor people who are lacking with the income, who are lacking, who are illiterate, are not able to move towards the court, and the reason behind they were not getting the regular salary. For that also Supreme Court has started PIL, that is public interest litigation, so most of the people in the nation can get more and more facility and surety for the fundamental right. So here I end with the topic. Thank you and have a nice day.